Boss, hii ni yako.
So next ni wapi bwana?
Mbele. Si mbali. Wacha.
Hata mimi nitakupea ya CGF. Si uko na mtoto? That is the blessing you are giving.
Thank you.
Kumbe mimi naweza kaa namna hii. Wewe ndio Simba. Wewe ndio mwanafunzi. Unaitwa nani? David? Mnyoro. Uko na mwaka ngapi? Mmoja na robo. Unapata mmoja. Unapata mmoja hapa. Na kuja simama hapa. Na ulipata masomo ngapi? Ndio masomo ngapi? 366. Imagine from ulichukuliwa Migori Boys High School. Na kwa nini hujaenda? They are going. Hivi sitaki ujinga ya mtu. Ndio. Mtoto wa Kenya aende kwa shule ya Kenya. Serikali ya Kenya ama namna gani?
Unamjua huyu? Unamjua? Wapi? Wewe mama unajua huyu? Aidha Magoha.
So, as we go, utaambia Kibet abadilishe hizi ambitions ziingie kwa MSI. Unaelewa?
Jana amuka.
Mtu yangu. Sasa. Ndio yako. Kati. Unaitwa nani?
Carol Ashley again.
Hey! I'm telling you.
Yes.
Ulikuwa unasoma wapi?
St. Mary's.
Na ulipata ngapi?
390.
Intelligent girl. Umeitwa wapi?
POS.
Asumi Girls in Mama Bay.
Umesharipoti huko?
No.
Na mama anafanya nini?
Mimi nafanya nikipata ya kufua nafanya.
Hii area ama area nyingine pia.
Asi area.
Huyu unajua huyu ni nani?
Namjua
The elimu form there.
Magoha.
We came here
Yes.
for home visit.
Yes.
We have approved your application.
Thank you.
Tupeleke hapa Nakuru.
Are you okay with Nakuru High?
Yes.
You will be more happy than
Not any school. This is a national school.
It's a national.
You say thank you.
Unajua Nakuru vile iko. Utafurahi.
Thank you.
Tena kuna haja kwenda kula nyama huko nyumbani sasa ukipata.
Mama.
Yes.
Mtoto anaenda sahi.
mpe vitu zake.
Sahi.
Beba kila kitu. Beba documents
na kazi.
na utavaa nini? Ile uniform ya primary. Ya shule. Umevalishiwa huko.
Chap. Na nani Odera?
Yes.
Tutapeleka wapi?
Nakuru basi.
Na mama iko wapi?
Chief.
Mama anafanya kazi gani? Wapi mama? Anafulia watu nguo.
Ulikuwa unasoma?
Na padre. Kuja raka. Kuja kungana. Sasa mimi ndio kungana.
Sasa habari zenu?
Hey,
Wewe unajua huyu?
Made.
Yes.
Unamjua? Ni nani?
Waziri wa elimu.
Wewe unafanya kazi gani?
Huwa nafulia tu watu.
Nafulia wananchi. Utapata ngapi kama kwa siku?
Kwa siku labda mtu inategemea mtu akupatie 250. Yes, unaona kama leo sijapata.
Na watoto huko na ngapi? Waini. Na padre.
Niko single.
Haya sawa. Wewe ndio wa kwanza?
Hapana. Mimi ni second born.
Na wa kwanza iko wapi?
Kwa drop.
Ndio kwa nini?
Sijui shida yenye alikuwa nayo.
Msichana ama
Kijana.
Ndio. Yes sir. Tell the details. Drop namna gani? Unaongea na Jegere ana register yeye. Afanye mtihani kwa sababu serikali inalipa. Hata sasa kama anapata kadi ama si
Atamsaidia.
is better for him.
Absolutely.
Wapi vitu? Uko na vitu yake ya huyu
Andrea. Sawa wewe.
hizi za huyu?
Is on elimu scholarship.
She's already on a elimu scholarship. They applied.
And he
She
applied.
applied and we approved.
Alifanya interview. Na
Sasa bado anafanya nini hapa?
Thursday walikuja kwa SES, wajakuja simu.
Tupeleke mtoto shule.
Mheshimiwa, because the last home visit was yesterday. So we have approved.
So mimi ndio nimeanza kufagia haraka sana.
Ndio sir.
Ugumu ya breakfast.
4 years bursary.
Hata huyu simpe pesa tena. Hiyo elimu scholarship is a part of the 4,000. For 4 years huyu atasoma.
Tutachukua.
Yes, utakuwa
Tuachie chief. Tenda na yeye.
sasa tuende
Yes, right away.
Next, we are actually progressing very well in terms of children getting to school. most of the children are now at school. We are at over 90% in many schools. But as usual, now we have started the 100% transition mop-up, which will continue until every child is at school. Today we are very lucky because we have found 5 children. I'm told there's another one waiting at a school somewhere that scored very well. You have seen where these children are coming from. His Excellency the President's intention is very simple, that we take all the children to school, and furthermore, we identify the children from the slums and from the lower economic block, like you have seen here in is this Kaptembwa?
Yes,
Kaptembwa. You have seen the room I've come from is about 3 by 3. And when you look at this child, the child is Kenyan. Your marks was how many? 359. So using the powers that have been given by the current administration, I'm taking this girl to Nakuru Girls High School, and the government will pay for her school fees for 4 years. Same with the other 4 or 5 that we have received. The important thing here to identify is to be sure that the right child is identified to go to school, because we have a little bit of deficit in terms of trust, and that's why I come and confirm that the right child is going to school. So, and I would want to ask all my other colleagues across the country to do the same, to ensure that we mop up all the children to all schools. All schools, all public schools belong to government, and therefore nobody is going to tell you that there is no space there. We would like to see that person who says that there is no space in a public school. My instructions are that all children should go to school, and I also believe that if we do our usual Harambee spirit, we shall be able to accommodate all children. There are people who are talking toxic politics about our competency-based curriculum. I would like to say that competency-based curriculum does not belong to Professor Magoha. Professor Magoha is an implementer who found the process ongoing and is doing what he always does by ensuring that he does all that should be done. What I have been tasked with this year is to ensure that there are 10,000 classrooms. We also have a permanent principal secretary, Professor Fatuma Chege, whose role, while she's paid, is to ensure that the implementation process is going to be smooth. And I would want to assure you that the task force that Professor Chege chaired had solutions for all the questions everybody is asking. The most important point is that we are on course. You can say whatever you want to say, but we are going to continue to train our teachers in the best way that we can so that they are prepared for next year. The example of these children is going to be printed maybe starting a week or 2 from now. All the children, almost all the children are now registered. I think we are going to bend backwards to allow for 1 or 2 days of mopping up, because we love the children. When it gets to January 2023, there will be a government of Kenyans by Kenyans for Kenyan children. So stop talking as if this election is going to end the world. In terms of day schools, you know for sure that 75% of our schools are day schools. So all those day schools are going to admit CBC children. You also know for sure that there is a sizable number of schools which are both day and boarding. In those schools, we shall admit more to the day sector. We further said that for boarding schools that will not have capacities, this government, and it will be done before we leave, will have identified those schools that will have to admit, along with boarders, day scholars in junior secondary school, which Latin or English is not understandable there. So stop creating problems. My glass, as I have said, is half full. It shall never be half empty. And these children belong to us. So please do not use them to play your politics. You as honorable politicians, play your politics. We are workers down here. And especially when you are serving children, you don't want to confuse people. So encourage us, including members of the 4th Estate. I want to see more of you. Like I've seen some editorials which are positive, some are negative, but let them be factual. That's what it should be. Because the task force findings have been in the public domain for the last year or so. You can't claim that you are not aware of them, even if you want to sell your papers. I am very happy indeed because the first phase is at 96%. The only challenge I have is that the 4%, I have to make sure they are all complete. So I'm hoping that we shall have completed the 4%. We are about approaching 20 counties that are 100%. Nakuru is not one of them. In this, in fact, this is the problem area, Otsure. Nandi is 100%. Nakuru is 99%. What are you waiting for? So there are about 20 of them who are 100%. Another 20 or so which are at 99%. But the point is, we want, there are 6,497. And the completed ones are approaching 6,000. I think by the grace of God in another 2 weeks we shall have completed all of them. The money for the second phase is here, which is 3,500. I think to be very sure that even the payments are done, we may launch this at the beginning of next month. I think there's a smaller quantity. That will be my last deliverable. I don't see us not completing it. The challenge will be whoever they appoint next year, because of the love for our children, that person must also build another temple. You are aware, this Elimu scholarship was available to all parts of the country, where we said 4,000 will be available to children in the slums, 5,000 for children everywhere else in the country. Those everywhere else in the country also applied, and they also are getting the scholarship. We have also got, where is Ngao? Ngao has abandoned me now, but our administrators are everywhere in the country.
Yes.
We are everywhere in the country.
Absolutely.
They are asking what happened to the rural areas. Rural areas have administrators who have identified through chiefs. You understand? And so we are going to be very happy if we find anybody has plucked somebody, maybe a teacher's child or somebody's child. That one we shall throw out without looking back. The government of the Republic of Kenya, under His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, in whose wisdom I'm serving as a minister, has given a policy direction that all primary school is free in the public sector for every Kenyan. All secondary schools which are day are also free. Do you understand? So you just need to walk there because the money has already been paid. Are you clear here? Also for the boarding schools, that free day secondary school money has been paid to them. We have also said that nobody has the power to turn any child belonging to a Kenyan back home because of what? Now, if there is a local arrangement, that is theirs. I have no problem with it. But that's what I said, that they should talk. I have actually encouraged this, that schools should talk to parents to see how they can deal with the fees. But it must be fees that is bona fide authorized, not the one for lunch. Lunch is not authorized, it's voluntary. The children who can't afford lunch, again, the government of His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is providing lunch free of charge. We have made sure that food is bought and given. As big as I am, I didn't have lunch at school. Can you believe that? So you can't be saying, oh, if you don't have lunch at school, you are going to die. What kind of hogwash? And you can't send a child home because of that one. If you do, and we get your name, there are many other teachers who can be employed. Are we together here? Yeah. So encourage people to do so. You worry me because it's like you don't know what's happening. You are the ones who should help us to spread the word. Asanteni sana. Hapa na Ngao, mmoja.
Ardi.
Fungua. Fungua. Hiyo. Haya.
Alafu pande nyingine.
Ni nzuri sana. Next year bado muendelee kujenga.
Inakuja ndio tunataka ukue.
Today is which date?
That is 66.
Yule ni ya serikali, mtoto ni ya serikali. Sasa shida iko wapi? Nzuri. Mtoto hapana ya serikali. Na shule hapana ya serikali. Ninapenda watu hii. Yes. Nachunguza wanapata iko wengine waliwacha. That's what I have enjoyed in doing this work. So we can go
Yes.